It's Jane again from Virtuous Bread. And what I'm going to do now, you can hardly see me, is I'm going to fill this one. Well, close it, really. I'm going to close this rope up. I've done these two. You can see how they're closed. I stuffed the strip of dough with a mixture of coconut and chocolate and various other delicious things. And because this bread is going to be a rather fancy, it's called a Rosca de Reyes, for a celebration in Mexico. And the key feature of a rosca is that it's round because it's shaped like a crown for the three kings. It's an Epiphany bread. And it's a bit of a game, it's a bit of a tradition here in Mexico that you cut the bread, and what you're trying not to get in your bread is one of these. It's a little figure that represents the coming of the three kings. In this case, it's a blue baby Jesus. But you can get ones that are little tiny cows, or the images of the three kings, or a little tile. It's a bit like looking for the sixpence in the Christmas pudding. So I'm going to lay this little guy down here, and remember the objective is to not get one. So it's kind of fun if you put more than one in there. I'm going to put a couple of baby Jesuses in here, but the real point of this is teaching you how to close this. Remember, this is a very soft dough, so you don't want to break it, but don't be worried about it. It's pretty robust. You can use your scraper, or if your dough isn't sticking to the surface, literally just fold it over. You can give it a little tiny stretch out and fold it over your filling. Don't overstuff. It's always a bit tempting to load a ton of stuffing in there, but actually that can work against you. Now, because you want it to close, the plant sprayer is your best friend here, and you put a tiny bit of a spray of water down the length of your dough, because then you can fold this bit over and it's going to stick, right? Because you had to put some flour on the board to roll it out, and floury surfaces don't tend to stick together. So that's it. You have 3 ropes of dough, and now we're going to put it together and make a braid. But we'll take a little break first.